I, to the best of my ability, now live my life as a minimalist, believe it or not. But when I was younger, I collected everything, and I think that's probably part of the reason why I now refuse to collect things, because it just is so consuming. But I thought it would be fun today to share some of the things that I collected when I was a child, and in turn I hope that some of you will comment with the things that you loved to collect. So these are in absolutely no order. The first thing I collected was Barbie dolls. I loved Barbies. I was quite a girly girl for about, well, I'd say most of my childhood actually, and I loved Barbies. I was obsessed with Barbies. I think that's a pretty typical 90s thing to collect, and I never was a Barbie collector in the sense that I would collect them in their boxes, but it was my go-to Christmas and birthday gift request. Kitties, puppies and bears in my pockets. These were my favourite things to find at car boot sales and charity shops. These were little rubber, I think they were rubber, cats, dogs and bears. The cats and the dogs ones I think still exist, but they're more modern. I think they're fuzzy now, but definitely the original series, I was kind of obsessed. I collected, by which I mean was obsessed with Teenie Beanies. I had maybe 100, I'm not 100% sure. My favourite was a black cat called Booties, and certainly I had more of the animals than I did the bears, and I thought they were great. I loved them. I was obsessed with teddy bears in general, but for me, my Teenie Beanie collection certainly made me artificially happy. On a similar kind of every 90s child collected this trend, Pokemon cards and Pokemon stickers, which I actually preferred. Fun fact, I never learned how to play Pokemon. I have never played a Pokemon game in my life, I know. Pokemon cards, I had a stack of about that big. I don't know if it was a complete collection. I don't know if it was even half a collection. I just enjoyed collecting them and looking at the characters, I think because I kind of felt like they were animals. Polly Pockets. I had a lot of Polly Pockets. I'm talking about the actual Polly Pockets. I think in about 2002, 2003, she was about this size and was a little less swallowable. But the teeny weeny Polly Pockets, and specifically the Disney ones. I had the Cinderella Castle, not the one that I wanted the more expensive one, I didn't get it, fair enough. But I had the Cinderella one, and I had the Simba's Pride playset, which I loved, and the Aristocats one, and I think one or two other Disney sets. I just had hours and hours of fun playing by myself in my room with Polly Pockets. I think that statement explains a lot about me. Hopping back to the theme of trading cards, one thing that I was obsessed with, Doctor Who Battles in Time. I love them. I still love them. I don't have any, but I love them. This was the main first wave, and I think I completed the collection of the first wave of Battles in Time. This was Doctor Who series 1 to 3, maybe series 4. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure somebody can correct me. There was also the Doctor Who sticker book for series 1 and 2, which I definitely did complete. I remember that because I got to stick the big Cyberman sticker at the back. Those were very happy times in my life. I'm going to finish up with 3 things that were more obsessions than collections, but there was a lot of merchandise that came with these fandoms. S Club Juniors, Spice Girls, Rugrats, probably in the reverse order. For Spice Girls specifically, I mean, I was obsessed. I had a swing in my bedroom because Emma Bunton had one on the Spice Girls bus. I used to collect the dolls, and I only wish that I'd kept them in mint condition in their boxes and still had them, because I'd be a millionaire now. They are very strong collector's items. Rugrats, I collected anything. My Game Boy Color game favourite one was a Rugrats one, and the magazines, I loved the Rugrats magazines. And as far as S Club Juniors is concerned, I basically spent all of my pocket money on magazines, Top of the Pops, It's Hot, things like that, so I could cut out these tiny little bits about S Club Juniors and S Club 8. Obviously I kind of need to mention Sabrina the Teenage Witch since I have the logo tattooed on my arm. I did collect those books, and I obviously collected any merchandise I could, but I kind of feel like in the UK there wasn't really a whole wealth of Sabrina merchandise, but I did get all of the Sabrina Secrets magazines. I think there were maybe 64 of them. And that was, again, some of the happiest times in my life. I loved those magazines. So there we have a plethora of things that I collected in my childhood. I am certain I have missed something out, something important probably. So please do let me know in the comments what you loved to collect as a child, and maybe I will try and remember what I forgot.